Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Osetale. On today's tutorial video, you are going to be learning how to sew this long sleeve with placket. I'll be sharing with you how to go about cutting the sleeve, how to cut the band, how to cut the placket, and after cutting, I will take you to the sewing machine where I will share with you how to go about sewing it. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please do want to keep on watching, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Welcome back guys. So in my last video I shared with you how to sew this shirt dress, and this sleeve was the sleeve I used in sewing the shirt dress, and I promised I was going to give you guys a detailed tutorial video on how to go about making the sleeve. So that's what today's tutorial is all about. I'm just going to insert a clip from my last video to show you guys how I cut the sleeve. So guys, now it's time for me to cut the sleeve. To do that, I'm just going to go ahead and fold my fabric into two. Fold it into two first. Then after you are done doing that, you're going to fold it again. So what I basically did is I folded this fabric into four because I want to cut the two sleeve at the same time. Then I just roll a line here which is going to serve as the starting line. Now I'm going to get the sleeve cap, so I'm just dividing my round armhole measurement by 2. Then I'll be coming down by up to 4 inches for the slope. If you're a bigger person, you may need to use up to 5 or 5.5 inches, but for my case I used 4 inches. Then divide what you have on this line into 2 and get half of it. Then what I have from here to here, 4 inches, I will divide it into 2. It is 2 inches. Then I'll take it on this line. Now I'm going to use my French curve to connect my sleeve cap. So just mark from this line all the way to the other end. Then flip your ruler and mark it all the way to the other end, just like this. Guys, did you see how simple it is to actually draft out your sleeve using this method? Very simple. Now I'm going to measure my round armhole measurement divided by 2 on this line. It is 19 inches divided by 2. I have 9.5. Then I will add 1.5 for the sewing allowance. Now I'm going to take the length of the sleeve. The length of the sleeve is 24 inches and the band is going to be as long as 4 inches. So taking away 4 inches from 24 inches, I have 20 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure 20 inches. Then I'll add extra 1 inch for the sewing allowance. Then go ahead and mark it out like this. Then now after doing this, I'm just going to come down here about 7 inches. Then I will take my round arm measurement divided by 2. The round arm is 16 inches divided by 2. I have 8 inches and I added the sewing allowance. Then here I will take the round wrist measurement divided by 2. I will add extra half inch for the dart. Then I will add the sewing allowance. Then go ahead and connect your sleeve just like this. Then after you are done doing that, you will cut this out. So guys, that is how I cut the sleeve body that you are seeing right now. I've already cut out the one I'll be using for the band and the placket. So these two that you are seeing right here, they are going to be for the band. You can see they are on fold. So that was how I went ahead to cut them out. I have it to be 5.5 inches long and it is 11 inches wide. So I have two of them. Then this other one are going to be for the placket. So this bigger one, I have it to be 18 inches long and I folded it and ironed it out. So when I open it up, I have it to be 3 inches. So that was what I did. Then this smaller one, I have it to be 14 inches long, and when I open it up, I have it to be 1.5 inches. So just fold it together and iron it out. So guys, that was how I went ahead to cut out all the pieces I'll be using for the sleeve. Now to sew the sleeve, I already cut out this collar gum that I'm going to be using for the sleeve band. So I cut it out from this particular collar gum. This one here is the soft collar gum, and this other one you can see is the hard collar gum. You can see how thick it is, but I cut out this one that I'll be using for the sleeve out of the soft collar gum. So when you are buying in the market, tell them the soft collar gum. So how I cut out the collar gum is I have it to be 4 inches, which is the length of my band, and the width I have it to be 9.25 inches, which is my round wrist measurement. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and iron the collar gum to the pieces. So to do that, guys, the collar gum have two faces. There is a part that has gum and the other part doesn't have gum. So you're going to be placing the part that has gum on your fabric, and I'm also going to be using my hemming gum to gum this to my fabric. So just go ahead and place hemming gum on your fabric just the way you see me doing, like this. Then after you are done doing that, you're going to place the part that has gum on the fabric. Then you're going to use your hot iron to press it down. So guys, after you are done doing that, you can see this is what you're going to have. Go ahead and do the same thing to the other one. After ironing, you're going to fold it like this, just the way you see me do. Then you're going to iron it out, then do the same thing to the other one. Now that I'm done ironing, guys, I will take it to the sewing machine and I'm just going to sew it, and I'll end here, sew it and end here, here and here. So guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing. As I demonstrated, I'm just cutting out the excess fabric from the sides, as you can see. Then after you are done cutting, you make notches at this end here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut out of this particular piece. So what I have as the fabric is like 1 inch, so I will just cut out half of it. So what I need is half inch. You can see what I have. I will also cut out from this other piece just like that. Now I'll do the same thing to this other sleeve, so cut out of the pieces just like that. Then after doing that, you're just going to flip this to the right side and you will iron it out. After you are done ironing, guys, this is what you're going to have. You can see how flat it is looking, so you can see how pretty it looks. So go ahead and place them aside. Now I'm going to bring these pieces I'll be using for the placket. So the first thing I will do is to take this smaller piece. I'm going to fold it. So just open it up and fold it to the middle. So I'm folding one side to the middle line that I have, then fold this other side also to the middle line that you have. Then after folding the two sides like this, you're going to fold it again together. So I'm basically folding this fabric in the form of bias. Do you understand? So when you finish folding it, one is going to be lapping on the other one. Can you see? So make sure that one of it is lapping on the other one. It is very, very important. So go ahead and do it like that. So guys, after doing, place it aside. Then this other one, the bigger one, you're going to open it up. You're going to fold it. So what I'm doing here is I'm folding this into 3 parts. So don't worry, I'll show you what I'm doing after I'm done doing it. So just fold it first like this. Then this other side, you're going to fold it on it and you're going to iron it. So this is the only folding and ironing that I'll be doing. So what I basically did is, you can see I have 3 parts. I have 1, 2, 3. So you fold it first, then you fold this other one on it. You're going to have it looking like this. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these parts just like this. Cut the two sides like this. You are going to fold this end just the way you see me doing. Fold it like that and iron it out. Then you're going to use your hemming gum to keep it in place. So just put hemming gum in it and to gum it together. Then after you're done doing that, you're going to fold it again. So what I'm basically doing is I'm trying to give this end like a V shape. Okay, use your hemming gum to achieve that. Can you see? So this is what you're going to have it looking like. Now do the same thing to the other side. So I've done it, and this is it, guys. This is how you are going to have the two ends looking like. Now I'm going to place them together and I will measure what I need. So for the two plackets, I need it to be about 6.5 inches long. So just measure 6.5 and cut it out. You can see I've cut it into two for the two plackets, and this other one I'll be using it for the two as well. Now guys, it's time to work on the sleeve body. So to do that, I already have notch at the middle of my sleeve, so just open it up on the table. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my round wrist measurement. So my round wrist measurement is 9.25 divided by 2. This is what I have. I will add extra 0.25 inch to what I have, which is going to be for the dart. Okay, so go ahead and take it on your sleeve just like this. Then after you are done doing that, measure from what you have from that point to the middle and get half of it. So what I have as half of it, I'll just come down here and take the same thing. Then I'm going to rule a straight line. Now on this line, I'll measure 4 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it open. So guys, while you are working on your sleeve, you are going to make sure you are working on the right sides facing each other. So this is the back. You can see the right sides are facing each other. So that's how you're going to do it. Now the next thing I want to do is to just cut these parts like this. So make a little cut on this part just like this. Can you see? Now I'm going to take you to the sewing machine where I will show you how to sew it. So guys, you can see I'm on my sewing machine. So to sew this sleeve, the first thing you're going to do is to take your sleeve body, so this part that is the smaller part, and make sure that your fabric is the right side. So this is the right side of the fabric that you are seeing right now. So you're going to take the smaller placket, so just place it on this smaller part of your sleeve body, just like that. Then you're going to go ahead and sew it down. So when you sew, you are going to measure what you have and cut out exactly what you need. So after cutting it out, guys, you're just going to place it on it like this. Then you will sew it all the way to the end. So guys, you can see this is what you're going to have after you are done sewing. It is so straight, like everything is clean and straight. Then after you are done doing that, you flip your fabric to the wrong side. Now I'm working on the wrong side of the fabric. Then you're going to bring the bigger placket. You're going to go ahead and place the right side of the placket on the wrong side of your fabric. Then you're going to go ahead and sew it down. Guys, just watch very carefully what I'm doing and follow the process. You will get it right. So when you sew it to the end, you're just going to go ahead and make a notch here. After making the notch, you will flip your fabric to the right side. Now this is the right side of my fabric, this is the wrong side, and this is the right side. Now I'm going to top stitch it to the placket side. So top stitch it to the placket side, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after you are done top stitching, cut all your threads. So this is it, this is what you're going to have. Now the next thing you're going to do is to arrange everything on your sewing machine. Now I'm going to make a stitch on each round. So just place everything together, make sure that what you have is straight. Then you're just going to sew it round like that. So to do that, so just start sewing from the beginning here. Make sure that you are following the line. Everything you're doing is supposed to be straight because we have already ironed out everything on the table before coming to the sewing machine. So just sew it just the way you see me doing. Make sure that your hand is straight, it is very necessary. So when you get to the end here, you're just going to sew. Just keep sewing. So guys, by the time you get to this end here, you are going to stop. Okay, then you will flip your fabric and sew a straight line on it, just like this. Then when you get to this end, you will sew like 3 stitches. Then you're also going to flip it and sew a straight line again. So guys, after you are done doing that, you're going to cut all the threads. So this is what you're going to have it looking like. Can you see how straight it is? So I didn't know the fabric wasn't really showing, guys. I'm sorry about that. Can you see how the back is looking so clean? Everything is looking straight and clean. So that is how it is supposed to look like. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is what you're going to have. Now the next step is for me to fix the band. So to do that, you're going to bring your fabric to the table, and this is the band I will be using. So first of all, I'll just pin this placket area together. So go ahead and pin it together like that. Then after you are done pinning, you're going to fold it together. Go ahead and fold it together just the way you see me doing. So you can see this is the wrong side. Now you are going to take what you have as your round wrist measurement divided by 2 plus 0.25 inch for the dart. Then you're going to measure the allowance that you have. So come here and take the same thing. So go ahead and use your straight ruler to rule a straight line. Then after doing that, you will take it to the sewing machine and sew a straight line down. So I'm done sewing the line. I'm done sewing a straight line on the line that I ruled. Now I'm just going to open the seam flat, then I will iron it flat. So guys, after you are done ironing, this is what you're going to have. Now I'll come back to the sewing machine in order for us to sew the band. So to do that, you're just going to place your band. So this side that has the collar gum, this side that has this ½ inch allowance, so you're going to place your sleeve on it. So you are going to start sewing from this smaller end of the sleeve. Okay, the side of the sleeve that have the smaller placket, so that's where you're going to start sewing from. So just place everything, make sure everything is well arranged and aligned, then go ahead and start sewing just like this. So guys, by the time you get to the end, so this middle notch that I have, you're going to make your pleat on the notch. So just align this end, make sure everything is well aligned and pin it down. Then the excess fabric that you have, you're going to use it to make a dart on it. Okay, so just fold in the dart like this. Did you see what I'm doing? So fold in the dart just the way you see me do, then you're going to continue sewing. So remove your pin and sew all the way to the end. After you are done sewing, guys, so this is it. This is what you're going to have it looking like. Can you see the dart is going to be facing this other side? Okay, make sure that the dart is facing the bigger placket side. Okay, now I'm going to finish up the band. So to do that, just fold in this one, the fabric that you have at the back, so you fold it in and make sure that it is lapping on it. Make sure that the seam is not showing, make sure that everything is lapping. So you're going to go ahead and start sewing from the right side. Okay, so just go ahead and sew like this, then you're going to fold it from the back. Guys, watch very carefully what I'm doing. You are going to understand. The process is a bit much, but if you pay attention and watch what I'm doing, you will definitely get it right. So guys, I'm just sewing the band now. So just folding this fabric at the back, fold it in and make sure that it is lapping. Okay, so just watch very carefully what I'm doing, then you're going to continue to sew all the way to the end. So guys, when you get to the end, you will top stitch. Now I'm going to sew round the band, so just go ahead and sew it round just the way you see me doing. So just make a top stitch on it round. Then when you get here, you're also going to make another stitch on it. So guys, this is it. This is what you're going to have after you are done sewing. Can you see how this came out so pretty? Now I'm going to show you how to iron this out. So to iron this, the first thing you're going to do is to iron the dart. So to do that, so just place your sleeve on the table like this, fold the darts in and just iron it like that. So it's going to end somewhere in the middle. It's not supposed to get all the way to the top of the sleeve. Then after you are done ironing out the dart, you will iron the side where you joined it. So just go ahead and iron it out just the way you see me doing. So iron out the sleeve just like that. Now it's time to iron the this side, the placket side. So just iron it out very well and use your cooler to cool it down and make it in place. Then you're going to iron this other side as well. Make sure that it is lapping on each other. Then you're going to iron out everything. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you are done ironing. Can you see how the sleeve came out? It came out so beautiful, so perfect, like everything is so straight and clean. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew this other sleeve just exactly the same way I sewed this one. I'll follow exactly the same process to sew the second sleeve. This is what I had after I was done sewing the two sleeve, guys. Now I'm showing you guys in details how it looks like. Can you see how clean and how nice this came out? So this is how to go about sewing a perfect long sleeve with placket. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. Let me know if this is a video you are going to be trying out. Thank you so much for watching. Please do what to hit on the subscribe button and share this video. I will see you all in my next one.